Third part in my series, World War II, Accessories, and Me. Hi there, YouTube! Welcome back to Vintagely Yours. I'm Chloe Jean, and if you're new here, this channel is solely dedicated to honoring, remembering, and preserving, as well as exploring World War II civilian life on the American home front. And today's video is the third part in my series, World War II, Accessories, and Me. And it's all about an item that is pretty important to all of our closets, vintage or otherwise. Handbags. So purses, satchel bags, anything generally used to carry items. I hope you stick around to the end of the video because I will be showcasing the 1940s style bags that I have in my own collection. So stay tuned for that. So before the 1930s and 40s, women didn't have to carry so much in their handbags. The occasional hanky and house key. But by the 1930s and 40s, women are carrying much more cosmetics as well as living a more mobile lifestyle. So this causes us to have to really rethink our entire handbag fashion. So purses become bigger. Yet in the 1930s, we still have bags that are dainty and more elaborately constructed because we're not in the middle of a World War and have to think about rationing. But when the war does begin, we have to prioritize with our handbags functionality and practicality because women are in the workforce as well as leather and metal are now being rationed. However, in the very beginning, bags were still being made out of leather, so we have crock bags made out of reptile skin, which of course has to go away when rationing of leather and metal come around. So women start turning to cloth bags made of rayon and wool and cotton and felt and plastic as well. We also move away from metal closures and start using plastic as well. So bags during this period are usually inspired by the military and messenger bags, and so have really deep pockets and can be worn on the shoulder. But of course you need a little decoration on your purses, so they could be monogrammed. All this being said, let's dig into the actual styles that were worn during the period. So we are going to start with our probably the most familiar bag of the era, which is the envelope bag or the clutch, depending on who you ask. They can come in any size. They can even match the size of your hat, depending on your personal taste. And in the beginning, they were closed using the metal clasp closure, but as the war progresses, they are switched over to zipper closure. And of course, being a clutch, it's really great for evening. This next bag is also great for evening, and it is the shell bag, which is a cloth bag that is pleated or ruched to mimic the texture of the seashell. It also has a cousin, which is the wing-tipped bag, which is a bag on an elongated base and then tapers up into a regular A-frame bag, so kind of like a wonky triangle. Some other styles were the wrist bag, and these were small bags that had a handle that just went over your wrist. They were extremely popular during the decade of the 40s. However, the World War II era ones are smaller and less decorated than their post-war counterparts, which were quite large and elaborate. The other big ones are circular or square box bags. These are circular or fan shaped or flower pot shaped purses that have short handles to be carried, kind of like a takeout box. They have lots and lots of pockets and compartments. Some other styles of bag that didn't really quite fit into the handbag department are the rucksack and backpack, which of course are used for school and hiking, as well as the messenger slash satchel bag, which again is used in the country for hiking, as well as the briefcase, which of course is used by men, women, and children who need that extra space for books or office papers. So now we're going to move into evening, which is very much similar to our day counterparts, just smaller and daintier. These bags are usually made out of cloth or leather, and they are sequined rather than beaded because beads are hard to come by. They are also embroidered or made out of velvet or pleated or ruched. Another common type of evening bag was a drawstring bag made in an appropriate evening fabric or embroidered appropriately because it could be made at home and was therefore cheap. So now I'm going to move into showcasing my own personal bags that I hold in my collection, starting with my everyday heavy-duty 1940s bag, which is Revival's Nostalgia handbag in black. It is a classic A-frame bag with the metal frame. I chose to go with the shorter strap. This is meant to go over your wrist or be carried. And if I'm in a modern setting, I'll put it over my shoulder like that. So now moving on to my own evening bag. It's just a clutch off of Etsy, and it's the older of the two bags. And I got it because it's got a plastic clasp, which of course is period, as well as like this quasi crocheted look. So I thought it was historically appropriate. And it doesn't have a lot of room, so it's my evening bag. So that's all I've got for you today. I hope that you enjoyed my little talk as well as my tour of this section of my closet. If you are new here and you want to learn more about 1940s accessories, I will put my playlist for the series somewhere on the screen or in the description box below. While you're there, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And if you have a social media, don't forget to hop on there and follow me. I'm on Instagram as _VintageLeYours3945, as well as Facebook, which is new. And my username on there is the name of the channel, Vintagely Yours. I so look forward to getting to know all of y'all better over there in the new future. And I'll see y'all in my next video, which will be a great one. Bye!